We are in the middle of the longest government shutdown in U.S. history, and this week, Democrats in the U.S. Senate proposed an option where they would vote to open the government if the Republicans would agree to extending the Affordable Care Act subsidies for 1 year. Those subsidies help to defray costs for insurance on the Affordable Care Act exchange so that healthcare is affordable for people across the country. And Republicans naturally do not like that idea very much. And they have been against the Affordable Care Act from the start because it's very easy to be against something. And the Affordable Care Act is not perfect. No one's ever said it's perfect. It's a compromise of what they could do to improve the healthcare system that existed before 2010. And had we not passed that, then costs could have gone up even higher, especially for those who really need healthcare, whether they are disabled or have other health conditions. It fixed a lot of issues in the healthcare system that now, 15 years later, people just don't remember very well. And I'm using this picture of Indiana Jones because Donald Trump and the Republicans are trying to propose an alternative to the Affordable Care Act again that just isn't feasible, because the conservative solutions to social issues like healthcare are like this scene from an Indiana Jones movie of trying to replace one thing with another without any problems. And of course, as we know, if you've seen the movie, that this doesn't work out so well for Indiana Jones. And that's because there's not a great conservative solution to healthcare that's better than the Affordable Care Act. Any solution they provide, like they're talking about high risk pools, they're talking about just giving people money to buy their own insurance instead of using these subsidies, it leads to people not being able to afford the health care they need. It leads to people who have other issues in their health, disabilities, pre-existing conditions, that healthcare is just too expensive for them. And that people maybe don't buy insurance because they don't think they need it. And then when they need it, it's too late to get it. Because American healthcare is just built that way, unfortunately. And so every conservative alternative is like this scene where it seems like it's fine for a minute, and then it totally collapses the system. Because the only way insurance works is if enough people who don't need it right away are paying into it so that the people who do need it, it's not too expensive for when you need that insurance. Just like car insurance. We all pay car insurance if you have a car and you're driving, but most of us aren't using it all the time to pay for accidents or pay for repairs to our car. It's just there for when that happens. And even when it does happen, it's still an often expensive repair. This is also the case when it comes to the current issue with SNAP, Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or food stamps as a lot of people know it, where conservatives will look at the program and say, hey, there's problems with this program. People who aren't needing all of this help are getting it, and we wish that you would do something else. Like, there are people who say that instead of SNAP, let's just give people cartons of food. And I understand that. I volunteer at my community cupboard to help people in need. I appreciate that there are other ideas to help people who are hungry. But just like this picture, the alternative doesn't work as effectively and efficiently as the program that exists now. We could fix or improve SNAP greatly. I'm sure there's a lot of things we could do to make it better, expand it, but the conservative solutions to those programs don't make it more efficient, because a lot of those solutions mean more costs. Like, if you're giving people food, you need to have a freezer system, a delivery system, etc. More checks and balances on who's getting that means there's more bureaucracy. So the conservative solutions are not improvements to the issues of hunger or healthcare or all these other things that they say they want to fix, but they can't with the ideas that they have. And that's why we have these log jams and problems now, because people can look at the current problems of healthcare and hunger and jobs and say, hey, this isn't good enough. We want something better. But the solutions being presented, especially by Republicans these days, make the things worse. And it makes it so we're running away from a giant rock that could hurt us all.